Well, that brings up a story we saw just the other day, where the sentencing came down for the gentleman in, I believe it was upstate New York,
Uh-huh.
Muslim couple. They had a TV station, and he killed his wife. Now, apparently, he was married twice before, divorced twice before. This was his third wife, and for whatever it was, he couldn't control her,
I heard
and
this. I heard about this.
she apparently she smacked him. Imagine that, right? She smacked him, and you look at the picture. He's much bigger than she is. All right, so how hard could this woman have smacked it? If she had a bat in her hand, it still would have done any damage.
Yeah.
So what he did is he went out and got two hunting knives, waited for her at the studio in a dark hallway, and then cut her head off. All right. To him, it was a justified killing because he was in fear. Okay. Right? Now, if that case had taken place in Iran, he would have gotten away with that.
Right.
The law would have supported him and said, "Oh no, she can't touch you," or
She
whatever.
can't touch you.
Yeah, whatever that says. And if she had survived, they would have finished the job for him. But in New York, in the good old U.S. of A., that doesn't fly. And
Right.
the judge went off on him. The judge, and I got the clip somewhere in this mass of emails and articles for the show tonight, is the video clip of this judge just going after this guy.
Good.
You did this in cold blood, you know, and you can tell the judge just wanted to jump across the bench and curse at him, and he said, "You're max sentence," gave him the maximum sentence, and he took no responsibility for it. So it's interesting that you can have something like that, an event like that to happen, but in one
Hmm.
part of the world it's okay, and another part it's not. Local government, right? If that's
Right.
your culture, that's your culture. I think it's whacked to have any culture that says, well, that's okay. She put her hands on you, you're allowed to chop her head off. I think that's crazy.
Right.
That's out in left field. But
Right.
it goes to local government. That's why you want to have local government making decisions. You want the laws to be as close to you as possible. And that's why we have municipalities and we have those laws. And then we have a county and we have county laws. Then you have state laws. And the last thing you have is that federal, who aren't supposed to be involved with us really at all. They're not
Right.
supposed to have really any involvement with us. Our involvement is really at the municipal, county, and state level. That's where all of our laws that affect our lives should be, because we can go and knock on their door and hold them accountable. We can't all get on a plane and fly up, and go through the whole massage thing at the airport and
Yeah.
get our nice photo taken and fly up to D.C., especially with the
No.
gas prices we have today. You can't do that. It's very difficult to hold someone in Washington accountable, but it's very easy to have your mayor or your county commissioner and hold them responsible.
Yep. Yep. Exactly. Um, and this is what Julian is actually here in the state of Florida for, because remember at the end of February, the beginning of February, like February 9th or 8th, Judge Belvin Perry, he made a this is a Osceola Orange chief judge there. He made a ruling saying that you could not pass out pamphlets. You couldn't pass out FIJA pamphlets, basically education pamphlets that would influence their decision makings. You couldn't pass these out on the court property, and this, of course, the FIJA guys here, very very upsetting in all this, and they knew it was targeted towards them as individuals. Well, Julian comes down because Julian is a man with nothing to lose. Julian, 79 years old. So as he says, he has no future, so they can't take his future away. He's retired. He has his pension from coming from the university, so he has no job, so they can't take his job away. And he lives with his daughter, so he has no house, so they can't take his house away. So this is
When
what
you've
makes
got
him a
nothing, you've got nothing to lose.
That's right. And that's what makes him a perfect civil disobedience activist.
Hmm.
And he was absolutely right when he said, you don't need 100 people like me. You just need to make sure that everybody knows about it.
Yes.
We got to get the word out. So this guy comes. So tomorrow he's gonna go to the courthouse and he's gonna hand out pamphlets, and he's probably gonna get arrested. And if he doesn't get arrested, then he's gonna be there on Saturday handing out. Saturday I guess the judge isn't concerned, but court's not in session. But he'll be there on Monday. Every day that court's in session, every day that potential jurors will be walking to the courthouse, he's gonna be there.
Can we get that recorded?
Oh.
Yeah, we want to get a camera on this guy.
I think the Sentinel's going to be there. As I know, he's already arranged for an interview. He's going to have some interviews and stuff going on there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm reading a Sentinel article about it now that's saying that he's going to be there tomorrow. So, pretty exciting.
Now I know there's a group that's going around and they're trying to seat citizen grand juries in all of the counties.
The de jure government of the United States. Yeah, maybe they'd let him off.
Yeah, the de jure government, and they've got this whole thing lined up. I went to a meeting with them, and it was a presentation, so I got to speak with them, and they've got some interesting ideas. And I have a friend of mine who says to me, you may be right, but in the end, it's not going to end well. And I think that's what these guys are looking at. I don't think it's going to end well. I think at some point the existing government is going to take exception with the de jure government, and you're going to find some kind of obstructionist charge or something like that. And I think they're just going to be thrown into jail somewhere. Because if they'll throw you into jail for having a little thing of marijuana, I think they'll throw you into jail for trying to impersonate a government. So I don't know how well that's going to end, but they're trying to seat citizen grand juries in every county. Yep. And I don't know what kind of authority, what they plan to do with these citizen grand juries once they have them. There's a whole reality part that doesn't quite seem to be there. And I haven't quite grasped how they plan to implement this strategy that they have for taking over the government. I don't think that the government as it exists in any state, especially here in Florida, is going to say, "Oh yeah, you got me. All right, sorry, here's the keys to the house."
Me.
You got me. I don't think it's going to happen. You're not going to get the keys to the corporate jet, mostly because our new governor sold it.
He sold it.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have did you see that? And they're like, you don't have the authority to sell it. Like you can we don't disagree with the fact that you sold it. We're just letting you know you didn't really have the authority to sell it.
Well,